Hi everyone, welcome to a new Mr. Organic recipe. In today's video I'm sharing an easy cook recipe for fusilli with homemade pesto and roasted peppers. First, start by washing your peppers ready to be roasted. Here I used a selection of mixed coloured sweet mini peppers. Trim the peppers and slice them into strips, making sure to deseed the peppers. Then once all of the peppers are cut into strips, take a baking dish and transfer the strips into it. Pour over a good drizzle of Mr. Organic's organic extra virgin olive oil. Season with a good amount of sea salt and cracked black pepper. Give everything a good mix through to ensure all of the pepper strips are well coated in the oil and seasoning. Then just spread everything out in the dish to roast evenly. Place the peppers in a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius for around 25 minutes or until slightly charred and caramelised. Meanwhile, make the homemade pesto. For this, take a single peeled clove of garlic with a good pinch of sea salt and using a pestle and mortar, grind that down into a slight puree. Next, roughly chop a good bunch of fresh basil leaves. Include both the leaves and the stalks as these also have so much flavour. Add in the basil and again, grind that down into a paste so that it all comes together and the basil releases its beautiful oils and fragrance. Next, take a good handful of pine nuts and add those into a saucepan. Lightly toast them to again release their oil, which will give the pesto a lovely creaminess. Then add that into. Add in around 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast or alternatively vegan Parmesan cheese. And again, grind everything down until the pine nuts are smooth and creamy and the cheese is well mixed through. Take a small wedge of lemon and squeeze in around a tablespoon of lemon juice. Then take Mr. Organic's organic extra virgin olive oil and pour in around 2 tablespoons, adding more if necessary so that the pesto comes together smoothly. Give it another good grind together using the pestle and mortar until all is well combined and it's formed a lovely, fresh and fragrant pesto. Set the pesto aside for 15 minutes for the flavours to infuse while cooking the pasta. Fill a large pan with boiling water and add in a good pinch of sea salt. Take a bag of Mr. Organic's Italian whole wheat fusilli and measure out around half or 250 grams to make 2 to 4 servings. The Mr. Organic whole wheat fusilli is made with only 100% organic Italian durum wheat. It's produced in small quantities and dried slowly at a low temperature, and it's how they make their pasta so authentically tasty. Cook the pasta for around 10 minutes until al dente, and just before draining, reserve around 1/4 cup of the pasta water. Once the pasta is cooked, drain it off well and give it a good shake to remove any excess water. Place the cooked pasta back into the empty pan, then add in the homemade pesto as well as the reserved pasta water, which will help combine everything and give the pasta even more creaminess. Turn the pesto through the pasta gently to get it well and evenly coated. Then remove the roasted peppers from the oven. These should be slightly charred and smelling amazing. Add those to the pan too, along with the remaining oil in the base of the dish, which is packed full of roast pepper flavour. Give the pasta another good stir to get the roasted peppers mixed through well. As I mentioned, this is an easy cook recipe. It's so quick and simple to put together, but it is packed full of flavour and fresh goodness. This dish can either be served hot as a dinner or cold for a healthy lunch. It's also great served with some more fresh chopped basil scattered over the top, an extra squeeze of lemon juice and a side of rocket. The homemade pesto is bursting with fragrant flavours of garlic, olive oil, pine nuts and basil. It works wonderfully with the roasted peppers, which are sweet with a little caramelisation to them, and overall is an incredibly tasty dish which would work with any of Mr. Organic's selection of Italian organic pastas. And every time you do buy Mr. Organic pasta, you're not only supporting great organic food and sustainable farming, but you're also helping to plant new trees, since the team at Mr. Organic have teamed up with One Tree Planted to plant a tree each day as a way to give back for the beautiful tomatoes and vegetables that trees and plants provide, which help to make Mr. Organic's products.